Well, front clip's off. Not a whole lot on here that I can keep. These look pretty good, these inside fender casings, but as you can tell down here, got a hole all the way through. Our donor truck's got pretty good ones, but it's got a hole right here. So there's not a whole lot on these fenders that I'm really going to be able to keep. This fender looks pretty good, but it's I think it's messed up in the front. Hood springs I may use again. I really do think this inner fender is in good shape, but I think my other one is as well. So that side's trash. Here is our 351. Believe it or not, this was a crate engine back in the early 90s when I was in 10th grade going into high school. Dad bought the same engine that was in the 69 Mustang that he had. I think certainly it was the engine he wanted, if not. Anyway, 351 Windsor. Got a lot of work to do. Junk. Carbs, I think the carb's in pretty good shape. We'll probably have to rebuild it and clean it up for sure. Power steering pump, I think this was okay. We're going to need to do a little work here. This obviously has leaked pretty good. You can tell it's kind of grimy, and that's pretty fresh looking right there. But power steering, got a lot to save. Let me show you why we're doing this frame swap in the first place. This truck's been hit a number of times, dating back to when I was just a kid. And then of course the 2 times that I decided to knock the front end off of it. Twice now we have cut frame extensions, we call them horns, frame horns, off of other trucks. Twice we put 79 frame horns on this truck. We should have used a different one because twice I've knocked them off. Cut them, welded them. It's been hit in the back a couple of different times. It's hard to tell, you really can't see it, but the frame is pretty much warped. If you get behind the truck and travel down the street at the right angle, you can see all 4 wheels going down the road from behind it. I'll tell you what I am proud of though. Good frame outside. I'm also pretty pleased that some typical rust areas on these old classics are, I'm not seeing the rust here. I think I may have some rust down at the bottom of one of these doors, but this is just a chip. This is not rust. This is a problem area on these trucks. I'm not seeing any rust there. I'm not seeing any rust in the floor pans. You can see it's a little dark, but good shape, good shape. I got some things I'm gonna have to fix, obviously. This happened from the last crash that we had. A little bit of a denting and warping right here. If we can put a stud puller on that, we ought to be able to pull some of that out. Might be hard right there, but I'm not going for a SEMA truck or anything like that, so at the end of the day, Bondo will work. I don't want to use a whole lot of it. We're going to need to do some hammer and dolly work right in here. I doubt we can get a dolly up under there, but certainly hammer, try to clean it out best we can, mud it. But we look to be in good shape. I have another door. The door on the donor truck is junk. It's rusted out on the bottom pretty bad, rusted out on the back of the cab where it should be. Ours cab is good. I've got a new door for this. A guy hit me here, good friend, well, my aunt's husband, backed into the truck, didn't